Easy all-in-one English. 50 affirmative sentences. And 50 frequency sentences. Let's go. 50 affirmative sentences. I have a pet cat. I have a pet cat. She likes to read novels. She likes to read novels. She works as a teacher. She works as a teacher. They live in a small village. They live in a small village. We go to school every day. We go to school every day. My father is a businessman. My father is a businessman. She speaks 3 languages fluently. She speaks 3 languages fluently. The sun shines brightly in summer. The sun shines brightly in summer. I enjoy listening to music. I enjoy listening to music. He plays soccer with his friends. He plays soccer with his friends. We have a beautiful garden. We have a beautiful garden. My sister is a doctor. My sister is a doctor. The baby is sleeping peacefully. The baby is sleeping peacefully. She drinks green tea every morning. She drinks green tea every morning. They exercise at the gym regularly. They exercise at the gym regularly. I am feeling happy today. I am feeling happy today. The train arrives on time every day. The train arrives on time every day. She enjoys watching movies on weekends. She enjoys watching movies on weekends. We eat dinner together every night. We eat dinner together every night. She writes short stories in her free time. She writes short stories in her free time. The flowers in the garden are blooming. The flowers in the garden are blooming. He drives a red sports car. He drives a red sports car. She is wearing a beautiful dress. She is wearing a beautiful dress. The cat is sleeping on the couch. The cat is sleeping on the couch. I am reading an interesting book. I am reading an interesting book. 50 frequency sentences. Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never. I always wake up early. I always wake up early. She usually goes to bed at 10 p.m. She usually goes to bed at 10 p.m. He often plays basketball after school. He often plays basketball after school. We sometimes eat pizza for dinner. We sometimes eat pizza for dinner. They rarely go to the beach. They rarely go to the beach. I never drink alcohol. I never drink alcohol. He always carries his backpack. He always carries his backpack. She usually listens to music while working. She usually listens to music while working. We often visit our grandparents. We often visit our grandparents. I sometimes forget my keys. I sometimes forget my keys. He rarely watches TV. He rarely watches TV. She never eats spicy food. She never eats spicy food. I always brush my teeth before bed. I always brush my teeth before bed. He usually wears a white shirt. He usually wears a white shirt. They often travel abroad. They often travel abroad. We sometimes go for a walk in the evening. We sometimes go for a walk in the evening. She rarely eats fast food. She rarely eats fast food. He never skips breakfast. He never skips breakfast. I always do my homework on time. I always do my homework on time. She usually reads before sleeping. She usually reads before sleeping. They often exercise at the gym. They often exercise at the gym. He sometimes forgets to call me. He sometimes forgets to call me. I love spending time with my family. I love spending time with my family. They are planning a trip to Paris. They are planning a trip to Paris. The birds are singing in the morning. The birds are singing in the morning. He studies hard for his exams. He studies hard for his exams. My grandma makes delicious cakes. My grandma makes delicious cakes. She always smiles at everyone. She always smiles at everyone. He is learning to play the piano. He is learning to play the piano. We celebrate Christmas with our relatives. We celebrate Christmas with our relatives. The dog is barking at the stranger. The dog is barking at the stranger. My uncle has a big farm. My uncle has a big farm. She enjoys painting landscapes. She enjoys painting landscapes. She wakes up early every morning. She wakes up early every morning. The sky looks clear today. The sky looks clear today. They are dancing at the party. They are dancing at the party. We love traveling to different countries. We love traveling to different countries. The ocean waves are very strong. The ocean waves are very strong. She prepares breakfast for her kids. She prepares breakfast for her kids. He sings beautifully. He sings beautifully. The school has a big playground. The school has a big playground. I bought a new phone last week. I bought a new phone last week. She is waiting for the bus. She is waiting for the bus. We visited a museum yesterday. We visited a museum yesterday. The baby laughs when he sees his mother. The baby laughs when he sees his mother. The chef is cooking delicious food. The chef is cooking delicious food. My cousin studies at a university abroad. My cousin studies at a university abroad. We rarely eat out. We rarely eat out. I never smoke. I never smoke. My dad always watches the news. My dad always watches the news. My mom usually cooks dinner. My mom usually cooks dinner. He often plays video games. He often plays video games. We sometimes go to the zoo. We sometimes go to the zoo. She rarely drinks soda. She rarely drinks soda. They never forget my birthday. They never forget my birthday. I always wear a jacket in winter. I always wear a jacket in winter. He usually eats a sandwich for lunch. He usually eats a sandwich for lunch. She often sings in the shower. She often sings in the shower. We sometimes watch horror movies. We sometimes watch horror movies. He rarely buys expensive things. He rarely buys expensive things. I never arrive late. I never arrive late. She always greets everyone with a smile. She always greets everyone with a smile. They usually drink coffee in the morning. They usually drink coffee in the morning. He often reads comic books. He often reads comic books. I sometimes eat ice cream in winter. I sometimes eat ice cream in winter. We rarely go shopping. We rarely go shopping. She never lies to her friends. She never lies to her friends. He always takes the bus to work. He always takes the bus to work. They usually celebrate Christmas with family. They usually celebrate Christmas with family. I often stay up late on weekends. I often stay up late on weekends. She sometimes wears a hat. She sometimes wears a hat. He rarely gets sick. He rarely gets sick. We never eat junk food. We never eat junk food. She always takes good care of her plants. She always takes good care of her plants. He usually finishes work at 6 p.m. He usually finishes work at 6 p.m. Thank you for watching my video. See you next time. Bye bye.